All right, aloha, friends. Hopefully, you're enjoying your Tuesday. This is Game Time with the Goss, another episode here. Happy to be joined by one of the top players, one of the top liberos in DFW, Piper Mickenheim. She's the junior libero at Argyle High School. Um Argyle and the rest of the state just starting with tryouts on Monday, running two-a-days for the rest of the week, and we get going August 7th with officially with the regular season. First off, Piper, just thanks for joining me. I know you've been
Of
playing
course.
volleyball for a while. Just what's your first memory of volleyball?
I started in the third grade in this AYSA Little League. And honestly, I don't remember much, but I do remember I got my volleyball stuck in the ceiling. Like I served the ball and it went in this little slot, this open slot at the top of the ceiling, and it stayed there. And it's still there. Like we never got it down. It's just sitting there. My name is showing from the front. So at my little elementary school, there's a little ball sitting in the corner with my name on it. So
I mean,
it was really,
what are we talking like 8 years ago, nine?
yeah, 8 years ago, almost 9. So it's still there, going on 9 years strong.
Wow,
I
that's
know.
awesome.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, you need to go up there, maybe sign it or something, or just take.
Yeah, go out there and be like, I was here. Haha. But
Well,
yeah, it's
if
still there.
you go to college, big time college, and who maybe the Olympics, people be fighting for that ball.
Yeah, they all got a little piece of me still in that building. They could sell it for so much money in the future.
Yeah, I mean volleyball. I've been in Texas for coming on 10 years now. Just watching volleyball it's so much fun to watch.
hmm
I just can't imagine just playing it. Just tell me what makes volleyball so fun to play out there.
I'm really big on the team aspect, especially when you find the team. Like, I believe that my high school team is the team, and that we have so many or we just have the chance to do something so super great because we're all super well or super good. We work together and just each player just adds something important to the team, and I just really love the team aspect. Like you can't do it alone, so you always need each other. You always count on each other and help each other and hype each other up. So that's my favorite thing about volleyball in general, just the team aspect of everything.
I feel like Argyle is one of those places where you're raised in Argyle, and you know a lot of your teammates already. Is that the case?
Ready for this upcoming season? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
no. I feel like Argyle is one of those places that you're raised in Argyle. You don't move to Argyle. You're raised in there. So
Oh,
like you
yes.
play with a lot of the girls already.
Yes, I moved to Argyle whenever I was in second grade. Sorry about that. I moved in second grade, so I've been here for almost 9 years, and or it's almost 10 now, I would think. But my whole team has also been here since the kindergarten, and maybe one or two of them moved in here middle school at the beginning. So we've all been here for our whole entire lives, maybe even just moved once. So that's pretty cool. And we don't really get big, huge move-ins. We've all just played together. So it's super great since we have that bond already because we've seen each other, we know each other. It's not like, oh hey, I've never seen you before. I guess I'm just gonna randomly play with you and see how it goes. But yeah, I agree on that. We've always been here and it's that helps us a lot, especially with the
What's your first memory of Argyle high school volleyball? Like, did you go when you were little?
are you talking about my freshman year?
No, just when like middle school, elementary, just go to a high school game and watch.
Well, I so one of my best friends, her older sister played on varsity volleyball before, she graduated and whatever. And I'd go a lot of the games and be like, "Oh my God, I want to be on varsity." Like that looks so much fun. I love all the girls there. Like that look like it's super cool, And then next thing I know it, I stepped in tryouts our freshman year and made varsity my freshman year. So that was super fun for me, especially coming in as a freshman, that's pretty big thing to do. But that's I don't have too many memories as whenever I was little, like watching the high school players, but all little girls dream of being on the varsity team. So I was one of those girls watching those players.
Awesome. Um, I mean, it's hard to find a team at Argyle that doesn't have success. Seems like
I
every
know.
team at Argyle just, they go 3, 4 rounds deep. Football, volleyball, baseball. Went to the state
Uh-huh.
game last year.
Hmm.
Softball. Just what is it about athletics in Argyle that makes you guys so talented?
Honestly, I think it's just the athletic ability. That might be a dumb answer, but it's kind of true because all of Argyle, like Argyle is a huge athletic and academic school. Like there's so many smart people and there's like all of us are just super, super athletic. And with athleticism, you can just build great teams. So our football is filled with a team of like 50 people and all those 50 players are athletic. Like they can run, they can weightlift, they can do anything. So I feel like just literally having the quality of being athletic can make a great team. And also, like we've like you said earlier, we've been here for years and we've trained with the same people. So having that as an advantage, like it just helps, build a great community.
Yeah, and I'm guessing too, like your high school coach, they're able to go down and watch you guys at middle school and kind of
Yes.
start that relationship.
Yes. Well, unfortunately with volleyball, we've had three new head coaches in the past 4 years.
Right.
So yeah, so volleyball's a little rocky on that little thing.
But
Like,
most of the time, you that's coaches get to know these kids in middle school and build that
yes,
relationship.
yes, exactly. So I'm very familiar with like even some of the football coaches because they teach me in middle school, they teach me in high school. So we're all just like kind of like one big, you know, family.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
awesome. All right, talking here with Piper Mickenheim, junior libero from Argyle High School. Just want to throw out some rapid fire questions just to let the viewers know more about you. If you can keep it to one word answers, cool. If you got to go longer, I'll just cue you. Does that sound like a good time?
yeah.
Awesome. All right. First one is what's the one sport that you most want to try that you haven't played?
Oh, that's a tough one. I've played almost every sport, not like any of the crazy ones like rugby or anything, but honestly, I feel like golf would be a good option just because like it's really simple, and
If
it's very different from volleyball. So I don't know, maybe I could be good at it, but
if you weren't playing volleyball, what sport do you think you'd be playing?
definitely, definitely basketball because that's what I started when I was little. I played basketball and volleyball, and then I quit way and like I don't know, I think it was the sixth grade or something. And then I like kind of started my main focus on volleyball. So it'd probably definitely be basketball.
So you can't pick volleyball for your favorite. What's the sport you love to watch?
Men's basketball. I I can't stand watching women's basketball. I know that might sound terrible, but girls and guys aren't really the same, obviously. So I prefer to watch men's basketball
Are we
all the way.
talking pros, college?
Honestly, a good basketball game is fine with me. So I don't even care if it's high school, if it's I enjoy watching college. I also enjoy watching college baseball. My dad, he's a big baseball fan. So he'll turn on the college baseball and the MLB stuff and I know everything about it. He taught me a lot about it, so I love that too.
Do you have a favorite basketball team?
Oh no, definitely not. Not a team or not fan of like teams. We've never really been a family that like supports one whole team. So
Or favorite
I'm
player? Do
just
you like Luca?
I
Do you like
have his
Luca?
shoes. I mean, but honestly,
You
fan
just
of everyone. I'm
everyone.
cheering everyone on.
What's least favorite sport to watch? I guess maybe women's basketball.
Surprisingly, that's second on my list. I am not a fan of watching football.
Oh,
Like not at all. I rarely go to any high school football games. I'm just not a fan of it because you play for like 30 seconds and then you like are resting for another minute and then you go for another like maybe 5 seconds. It's just it's way too slow for me and I don't understand it. So I don't know how to.
it's not
Mm-mm.
like volleyball where you're just constantly moving.
Yeah, exactly. Like you play like a rally, like it can go like, I mean, 30 seconds, whatever, whatever. But then you get right into it. For football, sometimes you like switch everything and oh my gosh, like I just can't stand it. It's terrible.
What's your dream job?
Oh my gosh. I'm really big on teeth. I love teeth. It's my favorite thing. Like if I'm looking at someone, I'll look at your teeth and like judge your teeth if that sounds kind of funny, but always wanted to be an orthodontist or dentist. Like that's just my thing. Like I love smiles, like everything about that. So that's definitely my dream job.
Awesome. If you didn't play volleyball in college, where would be your dream school?
Anywhere in Florida. I love Florida and I love the beaches. It's a little humid there, but I think I could put up with it.
Uh,
But
if
honestly,
you,
like the University of Florida or like maybe even Miami. Sorry about that.
yeah. I
Just
mean, if you're
big
putting
fan of
up,
the
if
beach.
you're putting up with the heat here, you'll be fine in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Like 108, what is that? So I
Uh,
definitely got it.
what's your favorite subject at school?
English, 100%. I am not a math girl. Do not give me those problems. I cannot solve them, but I'm a great writer, and so English is great for me.
Uh, what's your what's your go-to like pregame or postgame meal?
I'm a big fan of pasta. I love anything pasta. Like my dad always tells me, like before any big games or tournaments, he's like, rack up on pasta. Like it's and which helps because my favorite food is chicken Alfredo. So we'll get chicken Alfredo or maybe even spaghetti, any of that. So give me pasta. That'll be scarfed up in seconds.
Any specific place?
Honestly, anywhere. I mean, Olive Garden is a great place of pasta. I mean, they're like literally known for their pasta, but I mean, nothing any specific, but my mom does a great homemade fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay. Yeah,
So
you
good.
gotta get that in. You gotta give a shout out to mom for sure.
Oh yeah, she's great at that. Great cook. She's the main one in the house.
What's the fast food place you could eat 7 days a week?
I would say Chick-fil-A, 100%. I'm a big Chick-fil-A person. Love, yes. Isn't that a great pick? Like, oh,
Like
you can do anything. Like, so good.
I know, they're open 6 days a week, but I'd buy extra on Saturday just so I could eat on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Just stock up on Saturday, their breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and boom, you got full day.
What's the song you're listening to on a bus ride to a game?
Oh gosh. So, honestly, I'm kind of gonna go off of school from here, but we aren't allowed, obviously, which isn't appropriate. We aren't allowed to like listen to very
Right.
explicit music. So, I mean, I have no idea. We switch our song up every year. I would maybe say like, oh, we do like hotel room service by Pitbull. He's great.
No, I love
We
Pitbull. Yeah.
listen to that song a lot, and it really got us hyped. Like every playoff game, we listened to
Mr.
that song maybe
Worldwide.
like four
Mr.
times.
Worldwide.
Yeah, he's great. Like Mr. Worldwide, like who doesn't love Pitbull? So he's definitely our go-to, 100%, and he's great. So not complaining.
If you weren't a libero, would you make a better hitter or setter?
Oh man, that's an easy question. Actually, that's actually very complicated because everyone tells me I have the worst hands ever. But I would say setter because I cannot get the ball over the net to save my life. It's actually terrible. I'm working on it, hoping I can just down ball something simple over, but I always overthink it and it like goes straight into the net or down to the ground, which sucks. But don't worry, I've been working on it. So
Okay,
definitely setter.
Because we always love to see a libero kill once in a while.
Exactly. Like, who doesn't enjoy this little person in the back row swinging? Like, come on.
What's your favorite movie?
The Notebook, 100%. Love it. Loved it the first time I watched it, and I could rewatch it so many other times.
What's the last TV show you binge watched?
Um, Currently, I'm watching Gilmore Girls. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Have you?
Yeah, when I was your
It's
age.
like with
Unless
this
it's a
mom and
different,
daughter.
unless it's a different
Yeah, yeah.
girl.
It's an old show.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
old. That's what you're saying.
it's
I'm
a
old.
little bit of an old show, but it's super good. No, 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 no. Just like early 2000s. I promise not to say any of that. Even yeah, my dad watched a little bit of it too. So
Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
super
What
fun.
what's something you dislike or a pet peeve?
Oh, this is easy. I despise grape flavored things. Like I can eat grapes, but I can't eat anything that's grape flavored. So like that purple flavor, can't do it. I can't
Like
smell
grape
it.
juice?
I can't touch it. I can't eat it. Like it makes me gag. I hate it so much.
Like
Like
grape
I don't know
juice?
what it is.
Grape flavored bubble gum?
Yes. Yes. Yes, all of that. But I can eat grapes. Like I can eat green and um what is it? Like
Yeah,
purple
green.
brown
Yeah.
grapes. Like I can do the fruit grapes.
Wow.
I can't do any flavor.
So when
Like
you're so
it,
when you're eating PB and J's, you sticking with the strawberry jam?
yeah, 100%. If I can find some strawberry jam, give me that. Honestly, jelly isn't too bad because I usually, if I'm doing a PB&J, I overroll my sandwich with peanut butter because I love peanut butter, and I'll do like 10% jelly. But honestly,
That's
staying away from all that grape stuff.
that's a first. I've never heard that. That's funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, like I hear, people will say they don't like avocados, but they eat guacamole or vice versa, or like tomatoes and ketchup. But like grape,
Oh, I've heard the tomatoes and ketchup one. My friend doesn't like cheese, and I'm like, how can you not like cheese in a world like America? Like, come
yeah.
on.
I have a cousin who doesn't like cheese, but they'll eat pizza, and it's like there's cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. You are crazy. It's weird.
And last question is, what's one word that describes you?
Um, Honestly, there's a lot of words because I'm a very weird person, honestly. But a lot of people say I'm funny. Like, I love to talk and I like to say stupid things a lot. So I would say I'm funny and I can put a smile on someone's face if I need to. And so definitely funny.
Awesome, love it. All right, again, talking to Piper Mickenheim, the junior libero at Argyle High School. Just moving to the summer, we'll start with summer ball, and I think you played in an All-Star championship as well.
Yes.
But first, with the summer select tournaments, just what team did you play for, and how well did you guys do this summer?
I played for the Texas team, the North Texas team, and we did great. We took the first place medal and we beat Florida in the championship and it was super fun, super great. I did this last year. Um and super fun every single year. We were coached by Trent. He coaches at SMU and Blossom. She's from Pepperdine. Great coaches and a great team. Everyone is good and you could count on anyone to do anything. And it was just super fun playing on like that new level of volleyball. I've never played on that certain level before. And it was just great getting to know new people. And it was just super fun and took that first place. So it was great.
Awesome, yeah, represent North Texas.
Yeah.
What's something you learned from this summer playing in the All-Star game or
um,
in your club tournaments?
it's 100% like you never really know the key to like a team is literally communication. Like everyone says it, but I don't think you really know until you're like put together with like a whole new team. So like this summer I played with people I've never even touched hands with on the court before. So definitely like we had to like struggled a few games because we've never played with each other before and it's honestly the whole reason why we would get in those little funks would be because of communication, because we weren't like talking about anything. We were like, oh, are you gonna get it? Oh, am I gonna get it? Oh, where should I swing? Oh, like what should we do here? So it's definitely communication 100%. Like I know that sounds like a really simple task, but it's definitely like opened my mind to like this is literally the key to winning games and to like bringing a team together is communication.
And then I know the college recruiting stuff is kind of ramping up for you with, you know, calls and probably visits. Just talk about how that's going and what has that been like, just experiencing this recruiting process early on.
Yeah. I mean, everyone says the same thing. It's stressful. I mean, I'm taking my process super slow. Obviously, haven't committed, but honestly, I'm just trying to find a good school that I love and I want to get to know the coaches really well because coaches play like a huge role in college ball, obviously. Because if you don't like the coaches, how are you going to survive 4 years with the coaches? Like, you gotta like the coaches. I mean, obviously you're gonna see the team a little bit, so see the team. And I just honestly, I recommend taking everything slow, like what I'm doing, because I don't want to get too stressed. And obviously, I've been playing for so long, so I obviously don't want to get burned out by my stress or by just playing so much, you know. So taking it slow is definitely what I'm doing right now. Sending emails, trying out all these camps. You know, the whole summer was based on a lot of camps, went to a lot. So definitely just trying to see what I like the most because definitely don't want to go anywhere I don't like either. Because I'm not big on the cold. I'm 100% warm weather, hate the cold. So obviously that plays a whole role. I'm not going to go somewhere I don't want to go in the cold. So that's how everything's going in my little recruiting.
And then just jump into Argyle and high school ball. You know, your freshman year, you guys were in 4A, and last year you jumped up to 5A for the first time, and you were in one of the toughest districts that included state champ Colleyville Heritage. You probably, even in 4A, you guys are probably playing higher classes during tournaments and preseason. But
Hmm.
I mean, could you feel anything different going to 5A, or was it just the same?
Yes, 100%. 4A and 5A are completely different. So obviously last year was our first year in 5A and preseason was terrible. Like I'm telling you, it was pretty brutal. Not because we did super bad. It was just we've never played any teams like that before. And obviously for preseason, our coach wanted us to be prepared for what we had coming in 5A. So we would scrimmage 6A schools, go to the big tournaments where like the big, maybe even private schools, 6A schools where were, and just playing them really made us realize like, oh crap, like 5A is like no joke. 5A and 6A are like up there. So obviously when it came to our first district game, we were mentally ready for any situation. And that's why we took Colleyville to 5, like almost every single time we played them, like the state champions, because we were like mentally there. And I feel like this year we can even push it to take that win and achieve a state championship. So there's definitely a huge difference between 4A and 5A. The competition is 4A's down here, 5A's way up here. Like as you saw, like maybe even some of our other sports, like football didn't win a state championship. Like 5A's hard and football wins state championship. I swear every year they got like 15 medals or something. So like it's definitely a big difference, but it's a good change to make because it definitely shows us the new level and stuff. But yeah.
Awesome. I mean, you definitely proved me wrong. I had Midlothian playing Colleyville in that third round matchup. You guys finished fourth. Midlothian finished first in their district. Again,
Mhm.
you guys are in a tough district, so you could take out the seedings. Really, you weren't a normal 4 seed, but yeah, you beat Midlothian in 4 sets. Just what do you remember about going into that match and just coming away with the win?
Well, we were all going into that match. We had a terrible pregame. Like, oh my gosh, if you were there, you would have been like, "Yep, they're definitely losing." And we lost that first set like terribly. But I think we all were like, we got nothing to lose because we were the underdogs the whole entire playoff round. So we were like, we're the underdogs. Let's prove something. And we went out there that second set and did exactly what I just said. We showed everyone who we are and how we take care of business, and we took the next three sets and got it done in four. So yeah, I definitely think it's 100% mental stuff. We all went into the game after our pregame and we were like, oh gosh, our pregame was bad. This game is gonna be bad. We're underdogs, blah blah blah. It was literally the second set that changed our minds, and we were like, let's do this. Like we got it. There's nothing too special. Like we got it. And then obviously we did get it and got them in four. So it's definitely mental. All of it's mental.
You were able to finish with 937 digs last year, second among returners this year from the DFW area. I think maybe Max Preps had you top 5 digs in the country last season. Just when you finally look at that number and just realize, you're in the top 10 and top 2 in DFW, I mean, what's going through your mind?
Honestly, I'm like, whoa, like, holy crap. Like, how did I do that? That's kind of crazy. And it's cool, to know that I'm like way up there on those lists. And it's like a nice feeling to know that, my job is hard sometimes and I don't get everything up, obviously. So it's nice and like liberos don't ever get credit. Like if there's a great dig and then there's a great set and a great kill after, everyone's like, oh, the set was good. Oh, the kill was good. But was the dig good? So like I never really get credit for much, obviously. So knowing that like other people recognize what I can do and how hard my job is in a way is kind of like a nice and a relieving feeling. And it's just fun to see all the things that I accomplish. And I'm planning on accomplishing more things this season. So
Are you shooting
we'll
for a
see.
thousand?
What'd you say?
You're shooting for 1,000 digs?
I got 1,000. I achieved 1,000 digs.
Oh, I had you at 937.
Well, I think that was like
No,
the
a
whole
thousand,
season,
1,001.
but yeah, I did hit 1,000 digs after Midlothian, or it was a little before, but me and my setter both, she hit 1,000 assists and I hit 1,000 digs after Midlothian, and I think I'm like at 1,100 digs right now, so
Okay,
pushing for that 2,000.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
And then yeah, just talk about the outlook for you guys this year again. I think you guys start Tuesday officially against Wiley East. Have
yes,
some tough tournaments. I think you guys are going to Orlando for a tournament.
yes, yep.
But yeah, just talk about the outlook. Obviously you're back. Kat Holman's back. She just committed to Stephen F. I think your both setters are back, Jordan Moore and Sydney Payne. But yeah,
Mhm.
just talk about this year.
Um, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm super excited for this season. Like I said earlier, it's definitely this season that we just have the most potential to become state champions. And we all we're all coming back the same last year. We only lost 2 seniors and we really only replaced one of our outsides. So we're coming back with our starting lineup. And I just think we can do so many great things. We're a great team with so many great people, and we've played together so much that we just know how we roll and know what we need to become better. And honestly, like I said earlier, like mentality plays a huge role in how games um games result in. And so everyone on the team knows that they want to win state. Like I don't think you could ask a single player on our team like, "Oh, do you even like do you want to go to state?" and they would say no. Like everyone is determined to going to state this year. And so that mindset obviously sets us up for success. And we're all just ready to take on whatever it takes to get up to that position because we want to ring. We want to prove to everyone that we can do things that no one can. Because honestly, we're kind of stomped on at school. No one really likes Argyle volleyball, which kind of sucks. But I mean, honestly, we proved them wrong last year because everyone was like, "Oh, y'all gonna lose in the first round," and we didn't. So we have big things to do this season, and we're gonna show everyone who we are and come back with some gold, and it'll be super great.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to another exciting year from you and the Lady Eagles. We wish you the best of luck as you continue through 2 days this week, and officially the regular season kicks off for you guys next Tuesday. But that's Piper Mickenheim, junior libero for Argyle. Hey, Piper, thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thanks, listeners. Once again, game time with the Goss. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you next time.